Alright, here we go. I'm actually back for the 30 teams and whatever number of days I'm planning to finish the series in. Today we have the Milwaukee Bucks, the second team that we're planning to do, and we're going against the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is going to be pretty hard because when you have an offensive competent team, an offensive juggernaut in the Oklahoma City Thunder against the supposedly second worst team in the NBA in the Milwaukee Bucks, it's going to be tough to beat them. But I'm going to try to do this, and here we go. So on the first possession, we get off to a 2-0 lead with Michael Carter-Williams starting the game off for us with a dunk. So the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the biggest surprises in the NBA last year, as for in my opinion, I wasn't really expecting them to do that well, especially seeing as they utterly sucked, to be honest, the year before. I think they had the worst record in the NBA. They got the second pick, Jabari Parker, and even though he tore his ACL last year and went down for the season, they did pretty well, ending up 7th in the East, getting to the first round of the playoffs. And they have a lot of improvements. They have a lot of new players, new faces in the organization that helped them get to this point. I think the biggest one being Jason Kidd. They hired him last year and they made drastic improvements. He's always been a smart player, and seeing him being this successful as a coach is pretty satisfying to see as well. But like I said, I think the biggest thing is that they got some new players, some improvements on all their positions. They got some lanky defenders, and I think everyone in their starting lineup for next year in the projected starting lineup is between 6'6" and 6'10", which is pretty insane. Seeing as how this new lanky defenders are becoming the norm in the NBA. But like I said, they got some new players. Several of which their key players include Giannis Antetokounmpo, who they drafted a couple years ago, Jabari Parker, who they drafted last year, Michael Carter-Williams, who they traded for at the trade deadline last year, Khris Middleton, who they traded for a couple of years ago with the Pistons, and Greg Monroe, who they signed this past offseason, and which I think is one of the more, one of the bigger signings in the offseason, and I think he's going to come in and help them immediately make them become a better team overall. But some other key moves that they made this past offseason besides Greg Monroe include trading Ersan Ilyasova to the Pistons for Caron Butler and trading for Greivis Vasquez, who's going to be a huge contributor as a backup point guard. And one final move that they made is that they didn't re-sign Jared Dudley, which I thought was kind of interesting, seeing as how Jared Dudley had a huge comeback year last year, played some small ball 4 for them, just was a pretty good player for them in general, and I think they had him for around $4.5 million. So it was kind of surprising to see him not come back to the Bucks, or not to see them re-sign him to another contract. But I guess they know better than I do. So I think a big thing about these Bucks is, along with their defense, is that they have one of the better benches, or one of the more deep benches in the NBA. They have Zaza Pachulia, Greivis Vasquez, OJ Mayo, who used to be incredibly high potential player, a really good player in general. Hopefully he can have a comeback year and become better. They also have Caron Butler on that bench, John Henson, who is a shot blocking machine, has a lot of potential too. Fits into that lanky defender type of role, or type of mold that the Bucks identified themselves with. And finally, Jared Bayless. So overall, they just have a solid team in general, and I think they can make some noise in the playoffs next year in the Eastern Conference. And that's where I just have them projected. I have them projected top 4 in the Eastern Conference next year. The sky's the limit for this team, and even if they don't improve this year, they definitely will improve in the years to come. Greg Monroe's their oldest player at 26, so the sky's the limit for this team, and I'm sure Milwaukee Bucks fans have a lot to be excited about for the coming years. It's going to be exciting to see this team play, just to see how well they can mold, how they can grow together, and hopefully we can have some superstars on their team with Giannis and Jabari, and hopefully they can make some noise in the playoffs, they can make some noise in the Eastern Conference, and hopefully win a championship or two, as they haven't had in quite a long time. I think the last time they have was with Sidney Moncrief. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the last time they've had a championship, so it's going to be exciting to see these Bucks play. So getting onto this gameplay, I think I'm missing some crucial moments in this game. So Giannis just got that layup tied it up at 57 apiece with 33 seconds left. Westbrook brings it up with the court, and I just double teamed. I just that option where you double team superstars, so whenever KD or Westbrook had the ball, I just immediately double team. He dishes it off to Steven Adams, and who dishes it off to Serge Ibaka, who hits an incredible reverse layup. I was pretty upset. Not upset, I was just like, I can't believe he made that, because I've never seen Serge Ibaka hit that type of shot. But you know, I wasn't too sad about it because we still had the ball with some time left, and Giannis gets to the line. I thought that was going to be a goaltending call again, but you know, he hits his first free throw, so I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, 59-58 with 12 seconds, and he actually misses the second free throw, so I immediately foul. I had a foul to give, so he takes it out. Zaza gets the huge tip, passes it to Giannis, pump fake, going to the paint, and taking the lead with 5 seconds left. So at this point, I'm pretty excited because I thought I won the game. Kevin Durant comes back. You know, I'm like double KD, and then he just dished it off. Smart play to Steven Adams, and I call my last timeout. 0.7 seconds left. I'm not feeling too confident right now because you know 0.7 seconds isn't too much to work with. But we inbound the ball. I don't know what I was trying to go for. I think I was just trying to go for a quick bucket. Hit Jared Bayless, who unfortunately missed the last shot. So you're going to win some and lose some. But that's it. That's the Milwaukee Bucks. Tune in for the next episode was covering the Chicago Bulls. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will talk to you guys very soon.